peeps? So the skeleton that I've had on here since I put the yard out isn't the skeleton that actually goes on the hearse. It was one of the Walgreens skeletons that I did the Tandy gel stain on. Didn't do any corpsing, I just did the stain. The Coachman is actually still in the storage up above the garage door, because I didn't want to put it out here because he actually has the talking skull mechanism in there. It's the Pico Talk from Fright Props. It has eye movement and talking. I didn't want to put that out here because it's electronics. I wanted to wait till closer to actual Halloween. But I may end up putting it out here pretty soon because I am working on this. A rocking chair prop that I made right there. I used for a few years. Haven't used it in a couple of years. Since I don't actually do the haunted house, I really know where to put the rocking chair that fits with the cemetery. I mean, I could put it up here by the entrance or something, but it just doesn't go. It also takes up tons of room. I'm trying to fit everything in the storage this year. So I took the skeleton off of the rocking chair, and I just removed the wiper motor, mounted it to this board. I'm going to mount this in the hearse, put this up here, mount that bracket to the skeleton right there, and my talking skeleton on the hearse will actually rock back and forth, or forward and back, as he talks. Probably make it a real slow rocking thing, or I will go ahead and put a motion sensor on it to where he doesn't rock constantly the whole time. So that might be better if he rocks and then stops, and then rocks and then stops. I don't want to put a controller or anything on it. Just need to put like a sensor so it kind of goes off every now and then. So that's what I'm working on. I think that'll be kind of a cool addition. And then I have one more wiper motor that I actually used to have in another prop. I'm not sure if I'm going to move it to the Leering skeleton over there, because that's just a reindeer motor and that thing broke again. Or if I want to put it on this skeleton and have him do the same thing, make this same rocking mechanism, and have him holding on to a fence and shaking, like you'll see, like the skeletons will be holding onto a fence and like doing like this. I may have him do that on one of these side fences, or maybe up on one of these larger fences if I have time. So that might be cool too. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. Alright, so I got the Coachman down. I had him all taped up with his speakers and all his electronics. So let me get him unraveled and in place, and then I can mount the mechanism. Alright, I had to take the seat all the way off because I had a piece of rebar. Can't see the hole now, but I had a drill hole down in this 2x4, and I had put rebar all the way through. It was kind of sticking out the bottom. Man, I couldn't get that out. Smashed my freaking finger taking it out of there. But got the hinge on here. That'll be the pivot point for the guy to shake. I'm going to add this wood here, which will be to the back of his spine. And so let's get that mounted, and I will show you what it looks like. Alright, so he is now mounted to the board, and so he will pivot here. So, I don't know if you can see this. So he will rock a little bit there on the coach. So that'll be cool. So now I need to get this put back up on there, and then figure out how to mount the motor up top and what angle I need to put it on there to get the right movement. Alright, I am sitting inside the hearse. I'm all up in here. So I had to get in here. There was just no other way to do it. So I have the pivot bracket mounted to the board on the back of the skeleton. I have the skeleton bungeed in place right now out there. And the reason I need to do this is because when I mount this, I have the bolts loose right now so I can adjust it. Because when I mount this at its rear point, like here, let's see if I can show you guys. At its very most rear rotation point, I need to make sure when this comes backwards, it doesn't hit the top of the hearse, if that makes sense. So I have to mount it to where when it comes back, it doesn't hit the hearse. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm adjusting it. Alright, motor is mounted to the skeleton, to the roof, and I don't know where the stupid power adapter is. So, or I'd show you guys, but there it is, attached to the back of the skeleton. And there he is, got his legs crossed. Messing with him. So, alright. So there he is, ready to shake. So let me see if I can find the power adapter so I can show you guys. Alright, there he is. Just a really slow movement. I don't know if you guys can even see him in the freaking shade. Just a real subtle movement. I don't want him moving too fast because when he talks, you can't really see his mouth move if he's shaking too fast. And that used to be the deal with the rocking chair. He used to go, so you couldn't even see his mouth move because the rocking chair kind of shook so much. But I like it. Cool. So I'll show you guys the inside. And the speed really depends on the power source. I tried about 15 different wall warts to be able to get the right speed. This one is 12 volts, 1800 milliamps. So there it is. That's a little more movement this year. Love it.